Have you ever wondered why no two people seem to walk the same path? Why one soul is born to rule, another to teach, another to serve, and another to heal? What if the universe is a cosmic symphony, and each of us is designed to play a specific note? What if your note is different from your parents, your friends, or the person you admire most, yet just as essential to the harmony of the whole? Because when you think about it, the universe doesn't repeat itself. No two stars are the same. No two leaves fall in the same way. So why would two souls be meant to live the same kind of life? This is the forgotten truth behind the ancient Hindu concept of Varna, the original caste system. But unlike the rigid version that later emerged, the ancient Varna Dharma was never about social hierarchy or birthright. It was about spiritual alignment, understanding your unique nature, your color of consciousness, and your sacred role in the great order of life. Varna in Sanskrit means color, not the color of skin, but the color of consciousness. The ancient sages saw that every human soul carries its own hue, its own vibration, its own inner nature. And just as the body has different organs, heart, brain, lungs, skin, society too was seen as a living organism. The Brahmins were its head, seekers of truth and wisdom. The Kshatriyas were its arms, protectors, warriors, and leaders. The Vaishyas were its stomach, merchants, sustainers, and providers. The Shudras were its feet, builders, artisans, servants of the earth. Each part was sacred. Each played a vital role in keeping the organism alive. There was no superiority, only harmony. The sages understood that every soul has its own svadharma, its personal way of serving the divine order. To force one soul into another's dharma was to go against Rta, the cosmic rhythm of life itself. Astrology mirrored this perfectly. A fiery Sagittarius aims their arrow toward distant horizons, a born seeker of truth. A gentle Pisces swims through unseen currents of empathy and imagination. Can we expect them to walk the same path? Of course not. One may express divine will through vision and conquest, the other through compassion and surrender. Just as Jesus and Alexander the Great fulfilled their destinies in completely different ways, each of us carries our own unique constellation of purpose. Your birth chart, your temperament, your experiences, they are not random. They are coordinates pointing you back to your Dharma. But over time, something tragic happened. The living wisdom of Varna hardened into social hierarchy. The intuitive discernment of sages was replaced by the rigidity of birth. Spiritual insight turned into social control. When humanity lost touch with spirit, we began assigning people to castes not by their soul's nature, but by their last name. The result was adharma, the opposite of divine order. What was once a map for self-realization became a mechanism of oppression. And as the spirit drained from the system, people forgot its purpose: to help each soul live in harmony with the rhythm of the cosmos. Yet beneath the distortion, the truth still lives. Varna was never meant to divide humanity. It was meant to harmonize it. It reminds us that every being carries a sacred responsibility. to discover their true nature, to honor their Dharma, and to play their part in the great symphony of existence. To compare your path with another's is to miss the point entirely. The sage and the soldier both serve the same sun, just in different ways. When each person lives in alignment with their authentic design, the whole world moves closer to balance. So, perhaps the real question isn't, what caste were you born into? But, what color is your consciousness? What is your Varna, your unique way of serving the whole? Maybe your Dharma isn't to be like anyone else. Maybe your path, your struggles, your temperament are the exact ingredients the universe needs from you. Take a moment to reflect. Where do you feel most alive, most aligned, most true? This is where your Dharma is calling. If this reflection resonates with you, share your thoughts below. Which Varna energy do you feel most connected to? And if you'd like to walk this path of self-understanding together, subscribe to Emeralds from Eternity, where we explore the ancient truths that still live within the human soul.